So it's not the service you're paying for, it's the quality and the knowledge on Instagram that I've built for 7 years. I think that's what people forget. People think, yeah, your job is just taking pictures. And I never spoke the language. I was a complete outsider, complete alien to like everything. I was obviously must have been working with the stylist and was trying to make money. And yeah, she literally basically forced me to buy the jacket because she was like, oh, if you don't buy it, basically I'm just rounding the story up. If you don't buy it, basically I'm gonna expose that you stole my jacket and you're a thief. And even like friends, like it's never been a priority of mine to have a million friends because I'm like, I don't gain anything from that. More time I just gain drama, problems, and even people stealing from me. Literally. So, yeah, so from young I've always been like super like in my own world, like kind of weird. Not even in a pick-me way, but that's genuinely me. Like,
why is she talking about pick-me, about being in her own world and being alone? What does that got to do with pick-me? Well, this is what I'm saying. I feel like I'm prying into somebody's life where they're trying to process something that has happened.
I can't change other people. The only thing I can do is change who I let have access to me, because I'm such an empath.
Now, this video, what we're doing is we're reacting to Kenza. She just came back from, I think, Miami. I don't know where. I think she took a break from social media and she came back, and we're trying to figure out why. And this is about 45 minutes. Oh my God, I don't know. Let's see how much of it we can take. But anyway, let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I really wanted to give you guys kind of like a live update on what I've been up to, what I've been dealing with,
okay,
the ups and downs, because I feel like I've kind of
tell us something.
Positive sides of my life through
okay,
vlogs and pictures and stuff, but I think it's nice to have a sit down once in a while to tell you guys about kind of like the bad stuff too. I don't want to be like negative. Glacier, ignore my cat, by the way. Like the other day I sent a voice note to my friend and Glacier was like screaming in the background and she's like, girl, go feed your cat. And I was like, he's fed, I promise. He just likes to talk a lot, like a lot. So just ignore him in the background.
Okay.
She literally told me to go feed my cat. He's actually meow.
I'm not a cat person. I'm not gonna lie.
Please, I mean my video.
This lucky vlog is 45 minutes.
Peace and quiet, please. Okay, guys, please just try your best to ignore my cat. I promise he's fine. But yeah, I wanted to talk about like the ups. No, Glacier, you're really distracting me. Like, do you mind? You live here rent free. Remember that?
Could have just edited this out.
The cat goes on like he owns the house.
Let's see where when she starts talking about what's the
like, I don't want to be like negative. I never want to come across that way on my channel, but I think it's important to just keep it real, because like I'm gonna post the vlogs, keep it real with me, the stuff I do in life and like all the great stuff and like the brands I work with. All these things is kind of what you
talk to me.
The happy me, but like in reality I can have a great week and then the next week can be a complete disaster. So
yeah, that happens to me. I could have a great few hours and then I have a crash. I could have a great day, then have a bad next day. It's just it just depends, but you know, it's what it is.
I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that a little bit so you can kind of get to grips with what my life really is like, because it's not like all happy.
Come on, give us the real.
Fabulous all the time, you know. Just to start off, I feel like Christmas for me is like the saddest period of the whole year. Like I've always hated Christmas.
Really? Christmas the saddest part of the year? Why? I couldn't even think of a reason as to why Christmas would be the saddest. I mean, if you're a kid, then yeah, if you don't get no Christmas presents, I can see why that would be the saddest part of the year. You know, no school, no job, like, well, some people, most people, well, some people are actually working during Christmas, but no huge demanding responsibilities during Christmas. So I wouldn't say Christmas I don't know. Let's see what she has to say.
Christmas, because I don't know if you guys know, but I'm literally here in London with just my mum. Like, I don't have any family here. All my family live in Belgium, and the rest of my family that I communicate with live in Congo.
Mad, mad. I didn't even know she was Congolese. I didn't know she was Belgian. But I think that's true. Even for me, most of my family are in Belgium or Congo, or even France, to be honest, and Canada. And I'm hearing that I have cousins in Japan. So, to be honest, we're all over the place. That would be crazy if I called up my cousins and one day they're like, yeah, 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 Kenza is one of your cousins. That'd be mad. But yeah, that would be crazy. I don't even know. That would be mad.
And this was actually going to be my first year that I go and see my family in Congo, because I haven't been back since I was 2 years old. I've just been.
Wait, she's going back to Congo. This is crazy. I haven't been back. I'm not gonna lie. I, I did, and I haven't been back. So, bro, so that means she speaks French, Lingala, and then maybe something else. I didn't even realize she was from Congo. I wouldn't have thought it.
Super busy with work
But I see it now. I see it.
and just like doing so many things that I haven't really had the time to go. And when I wanted to go, I wanted to go for like 2 to 3 weeks to even a month.
No, listen, I'm being serious. I could go there for a month, man. I couldn't be able to. I don't think I could handle that. I don't think I can handle anywhere that I've not established myself. Really, no, not established myself. Anywhere that I couldn't handle living somewhere else for too long. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably do 2 to 3 weeks, and then that's it. Yeah, max 3 weeks. I couldn't stay for long, but yeah, for me, traveling is fun, but I don't think I can stay somewhere outside of where I live for more than 2 to 3 weeks, and then I have to go somewhere else. And if I do, I'll feel like a little bit drained. I'm like, I'm tired. I want to go home or something like that. So I'd probably do 2 3 weeks one place, 2 3 weeks another place, and then come back home. But nah, I
To
couldn't.
probably embrace being with my family, but I swear for the past like 4 years I've been non-stop working, traveling, and even when I do travel, it's not really like a holiday because I'm getting my content in, doing my brand deals, like, so I don't even really see my holidays as holidays sometimes, because I literally will land at a holiday. If I go with my close girlfriend, I will go, we like take loads of pictures, we can go for like 3 days, but I'm getting like at least maybe 7 or 10 pictures, so I'm changing outfits every day, and it kind of feels like work. But I haven't had the time to like go and see.
That's the thing when you're working as what when you're working in the creative field. In a sense, everything is content. Literally everything. Taking a picture of a rock is content. We had the egg go viral. An egg. Remember the egg on Instagram? It just went viral out of nowhere. So, bro, you can have a dog go viral, egg go viral. You could be in a queue, and all of a sudden you have content. So, people in the creative field, everything is work. Every day is work. There is non-stop. Nothing stopping you from doing anything. You just gotta keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on going. And it gets tiring. Can't lie, it gets tiring, but it is what it is.
My family in Congo, and this was going to be the first year that I go and see them, and I was like super super excited to like have 3 weeks to even a month with just my family. But COVID, basically I was literally about to book it because I'm such a last minute person, so I was literally about to book it like last week, and I was like to my mum, wait, let's double check if we can actually go with this whole COVID situation. So I go online and they put Zambia on the red list, but to get to Congo you have to go to Zambia. So it's like London, Zambia, Congo, you have to have a stopover, or you can go to Ethiopia. But I think Ethiopia was on the red list as well.
Yeah, you have to go to Ethiopia, then Congo. I mean, but I don't know. But I don't know.
And it was just too much. So I was like to my mom, you know what? Maybe this is just not the right time. Like, we can't force going and go all the way to Zambia and then come all the way back. Like, there's no way I'm doing that. It's not even worth the risk. So I'd rather just wait until I know we have the all clear and we can go like for definite. Yeah, so that was my Christmas plans, to go and like see my family for the first time in like 18 years, literally, because the first time I went was when I was 2. But my plans cancelled, and like I don't even want to get upset about it, because like, what can you do? We're all kind of going through the same situation, like. But yes, like, Christmas for me is like probably the worst period. I'm always like either alone or with my mum. Like, sometimes me and my mum, like, we just don't even care to even sometimes see each other. Like, not in like a sad way, but in just a way where it's just a regular day to us, you know?
Yeah.
But when I was younger, my mum would always...
That's the thing. I think after a certain age, every day just becomes regular, to the point where sometimes now I'm like, oh, Christmas, oh, it's like Halloween, oh, it's this, it's that. It's like, it's just another day. I'm still doing my own thing, still getting stuff done, and seeing people, calling people, it's just kind of whatever, you know? But now, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Like, set up a tree and do the whole gifts and all these things. But I feel like as I've gotten older and I'm busier,
It
like,
doesn't really matter that
I
much.
still care about these things, if that makes sense. Even like a card means so much to me, because like all year round, people are asking me for favors, like, oh, can you post this on your story? Can you do this? And if I believe in the brand and you're my friend, sometimes I'll just do things out of the kindness of my heart. But then when Christmas comes, or when it's my birthday, you can't even think to send me a card.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. It's like, I think we live in times where everybody's fighting for their own validation. They forget that they also have to give, you know, give it back to somebody else. Have like a balance of giving and receiving, to the point where if people believe that you're up, like your perception that you're up, you're happy, you're doing what you like, your career's going forward, you're traveling, you're doing all these things, they tend to forget about you. They're like, oh, they're good. They don't need anything. They don't need us. They are fine. There's nothing else we can do for them. Or it's kind of like, what's it called? What would I say? It's kind of like a not envious. It's kind of like a shy situation. I wouldn't say shy, but I would say it's more like they've got everything they need and want. What good is what I've got to offer them? It's nothing, you know? So then they're like, okay, if I can't offer them anything, what's the point in trying? I shouldn't embarrass myself trying to offer them something that is beneath them, in a sense. So you get pedestalized, and they think you're all good, but they forget that you're just a human going through human things. And just the effort of somebody even trying to be like, yo, here's a card, or here's some socks, or here's some clothes, whatever it may be, is huge for you, but they don't understand that. They see you as, oh, you're this, you're doing this, you're flashing lights, all this, the flashy lifestyle or anything. They're like, all right, they're good. They don't need us. They don't need me. They don't need my little gifts, or they don't need my little presents, in a sense. And yeah, and sometimes when you're busy, you get dismissive too. So that plays a part. So now you are a little bit dismissive of these people, even though you love them and everything, but you're busy, and they are uh talking down on themselves a little bit, so they won't even make the effort.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like all year round, you're helping people, you're helping businesses, you're helping people, and when it's kind of you need them, where the fuck is everyone? No, seriously. Like, where is everyone? Because as soon as you need people, not in like a financial way or emotional way, just a card. Because to me, a card is so significant. Because I don't really I don't really get presents for Christmas. I'm not with my family.
Mm.
I'm with my mum, of course, and I love her and I value her. Thankfully, we're together this year. But even like, I think the year before that, I can't remember. I think I was just here when I had that dog, Dior. I don't know if you guys know about that dog, but I had a dog. But the dog was too much, so the dog had to go. But anyways, yeah, it was me, my dog, and I think I just like got loads of my old clothes that I didn't need. Went to like a big Tesco's, got loads of like beans, like tin food, and then went to like a charity to give everything away. And that was my Christmas. And like,
I think there's something to be said about lonely people and how much love they give to people, because it's love that they want back. You know, not even in sense of they want it tenfold. They just want to know that somebody's got their back and somebody cares. And I understand. So you do things, you do things that show that, you know, you want it back, but people don't understand that. They think that you're just giving, but you want an ounce of it back.
that was fulfilling to me. Like, I felt happy. I felt like, oh, even though I didn't get any.
I think it's it's not even, I wouldn't say companionship. I think it's that emotional exchange. There's people appreciating your existence in a sense, um, because you don't really get that.
Anything, at least I gave something. So at least, like, I don't know, it just felt like a Christmas to me. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here to tell you guys that, because like people take having family for granted, and like honestly don't, because there's people like me who like you'll look at and think, oh, her life is so put together,
That's
she
true.
has everything,
That's
but I
true.
don't even have family. Do you get it? Like, my family are not here. My family's in Belgium, and even in Belgium, we're all in different places.
Yeah, bro, Congolese people are scattered everywhere. I don't know why. Maybe it's just black people in general, but it's just scattered everywhere, man. Like, and we just meet like every so often. We talk like every so often. It's not like a regular thing, but we still have that sense of like family, and we still, when we meet, we still love. Maybe we'll fight sometimes, but I don't know. We just scattered.
We're all scattered basically.
Oh
We don't
shit,
really have family here. So
Jigs.
yeah, like, I don't want to like sound sad and like depressing, but it's just to tell people that just value your family, honestly, because I wish I had family here. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think we all get caught up with friends, and like sometimes we even put our friends before our family. But even though not all
Mm.
family is good, that's not the truth. Some family is gonna still do dirty and stuff like that. But I think at the end of the day, there's always gonna be that one person in your family that has genuine love for you. For me, it's my mum. Like, she's actually my rock. Like, if I don't have my mum, there would not be a Kenza. Like, literally all my Instagram pictures that you see, my mom takes them. Literally, I think like
No,
95% of my Instagram pictures are my mom.
I was
Or
not
even like when
expecting
it
that.
comes to my health or things that are important, she's like literally she sorts everything out for me. So like, I really value her, and I appreciate having her in my life, because like I would not be as strong as I am without her. Like, I feel like she's 50% of my strength. Like, literally, like, without her, I'm nada. Just remember that friends come and go, but family is literally blood. You can't you can't change your DNA, you can't change your blood, you know? And there
That's
are people
true.
that will have true love for you, and sometimes
That's true. What happened? It sounds like this is like a therapeutic sort of video. She's trying to. She's. I think when you reach a point where you low key have nobody else to talk to, you just look for any place to get it out, to get this out, and have that sort of self self therapy self therapy. And it seems like this is what this video is. It's like I'm listening in on a therapy session, and listening to how she's worked out certain situations. There's certain things she looks like she wants to say, but she's holding it back. And I understand why, because it's a family matter, or is it private matter, whatever it might be. And yeah, I think this was a point. I don't know what this point was. I'm not gonna throw anything out there, but yeah, man, when you're yeah, just watch out for your influences. Influencers, I think, are the most depressed people in on the planet, because number one, they're pedestals. Oh, what's it? They're put on a pedestal by society. Look at your life. You got everything you want. And number two is they can't truly trust anybody, because everything comes with a price. So number three, they have trauma from relationships. I'm not talking about actual like boyfriend girlfriend situation. I'm talking about like even friendship, even family, even whatever may be. It's like people are looking at you for a comment. You're a meal ticket. And I'm saying like, I think influence understands that they are meal tickets, but it's just the way you go about it. I don't think it's more of, no, I won't help you, or you know what I'm saying, I won't be help you do this. It's just the way in which you go about it. What's the exchange? It's a business. Like, what will this person get out of it? You know what I'm saying? And to, that may sound like, yo, you're just doing this to get something out or not, but it's like you have to understand, like, in life there's an exchange. It may be equal or it may not be equal, but there's an exchange. If they feel like they truly trust you as a person, they'll probably do anything for you. But then there's people that will have someone that who's successful. I would say, I wouldn't say made it, because the scene is always changing, it's always developing and all that. They have someone successful helping them, and then they will burn that bridge, and leaving that person wondering why that bridge was broken, and not having the answer to the question in which you ask in your head. It leaves you messed up. Now you're in a situation where you're fighting everybody, instead of really working out what it is. I think here's what I think: to work through trauma, it takes yourself, but to calm the monster within, it takes both of you. Yeah, to deal with trauma is you. Nothing they will say or do will help you. You know, it may be a band-aid, but there's a bigger problem right there. So I'd say work through the trauma yourself, and if you can't, then don't try to force it. If you can, work through the problem with that person. Doesn't mean you have to be close or friends after it. It's just you gotta work through that issue.
Sometimes it seems like they're against you, but more time is just literally to protect you. Because if they tell you directly, don't do this, don't do that, you're not going to listen. But if they're rude about it, then you might listen. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes it's not always from a bad place. And
All right. I've got to say something about that. Yeah, sometimes it is good to shout at someone to wake them up and understand that what the way they're going or what they're doing is crazy and it's out of line. But you need to understand the standard in which you set the relationship. So if you set the standard as to where you are cool with everything all the time and there's nothing they can do wrong, they can cross boundaries and everything, they will do that. They will cross boundaries, they will treat you like poop or everything. It's just the way you set up your relationship. And then also is the way you communicate. Sometimes instead of fighting with this person just to quench the thirst of the dragon within, should we call it, or the monster within, you gotta take some time away and then come back and address the situation in other ways. But I know sometimes your blood will be boiling.
Yeah, like always just value your family, because me, I have my cat and my mum. Of course I have family, but I'm not really close with them because we're all over the world. We're not in the same country, you know?
That's
But
true.
yeah, it's not to be, I don't know, I feel like weird expressing my feelings, but it's the truth. It's actually the truth. But thank God I do have a son that doesn't even like me.
That's crazy. She called the cat her son. You cuckoo. You out of your mind. You are out of your mind, but hey, you know, it's your life.
Glacier, you're not helping the situation. Also, my Christmas tree is looking depressing over there.
Yeah, it needs ornaments, it needs lights. Where the lights, man? Where the lights? Where the decorations? Oh, I see the decoration. But where's the lights?
Because I ordered some lights and decorations and stuff, which is gonna come on Monday. So just kindly.
Oh, okay, no ornaments. That's what it is. That's the word. Ornaments. There is no ornaments, but there is some decorations, you know. It's got color to it. But it needs ornaments and it needs lights.
Ignore that, please. But yeah, also just to touch base on like what I was saying about friends. Lacey, please, please, I want to make my video in peace. Please.
The guy's like, fuck that. Okay.
Please. I'm begging you. Please. Please.
She's like, mama, mama, mama. That's crazy.
I think
You
a
did
lot of
call
people
it
know
to some.
that I'm literally a loner, and I'm not even ashamed of it. Like I love my own space. I love being by myself, and whenever I get involved with people, they remind me of why I love my own space, because like it's just too much drama.
Damn, she is actually going through something. Damn, I hope you figure it out.
Like for me personally, when I'm alone with my cat, non, t'exagères. Là, t'exagères, Glacé, je te jure. Glacé, s'il te plaît, arrête.
Wow. Wow. I was not expecting that. He said, right now, you're exaggerating. You're exaggerating. You're exaggerating. Please. Please. You're exaggerating.
Merci.
She said, thank you. That's
I don't
crazy.
know if you guys know, like, kind of how my Instagram started. I don't think I've really ever spoken about it, but I think I want to do like a in-depth video. But just to make it really short and simple, I moved to London when I was 6 years old with one suitcase and just built my Instagram up over the years. I remember I didn't even have a phone. Like, I literally didn't even have a phone. I would take pictures on my friend's phone, log in and tell her, please post this picture at 8 p.m. every day. That's how I built my Instagram.
You know what? There was something to when back in the day there, I didn't have internet and uploading videos onto YouTube. I had another channel which for some reason right now is actually doing well on its own. So it is what it is, and you're not gonna know what that channel is. But listen, there's something to it because back in the day, uploading videos was difficult. So I had college or school, and I had the videos I was making. So first of all, I would record a video, and then editing it. I had a Mac, I think, but editing it was hard because it was so slow. It was taking a long time. It was terrible. but I would always manage to do it. I'd do a couple videos, and then at night, my internet was in the kilobytes per second for upload. At night, I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna record the video. Recording the video was super easy. Record the video, edit it. That was difficult. And then at night is where I'll be like, okay, I'm going to sleep. By the time I woke up in the morning, this video will be uploaded. Bro, it would take hours. And it would slow down the internet. It was bad. So, yeah. So that's what I would do. But I missed those days in a weird way because the drive was there. And then I lost the drive because I had other obligations and everything. So, but you know, we're back now. We're back. That's all that matters.
At school, I would literally take pictures in the toilet. I would come in like different clothing underneath, take off my uniform, take pictures in my outfit, and then give my friend my login to post for me at 8 p.m.
That's the hustle.
So that's literally how I built my platform. But that relates to what I was saying about friends and why I don't really have that many friends. Like, ever since I moved to London, I didn't even speak the language. Like, I did not even speak a word of English, just French. I was literally like the dumbest in the class. I didn't understand what was going on.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first moved here, I was mute because I didn't even understand what was going on. I think where did I started off in Rochdale. I went to some primary school over there. I think it was Rochdale. I think it was before that. I don't know. But all I know is for a couple years I was mute. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I understood and I started speaking. And that shocked me. Because all I would do is speak in French. But I don't even remember speaking to my parents. I was just mute. I just didn't talk. I don't even have. And then all of a sudden I started talking. And I started to understand what people were saying. I was like, no, first I started to understand what people were saying. And then, after a little bit of time, I started talking. But first I didn't understand. People would used to just do actions. That is what it is. Now we're here, we speak English.
And I just built myself up, and then when I got to like year 6, I was one of the smartest in school.
I thought she was like, when I got to year 6, I was Instagram famous. I was like, damn, year 6? That's crazy.
You're killing me right now, you're killing me.
Alright, let's go.
Said it will be fun, they said.
What did she say?
Get a cat, they said. It will be fun, they said. I'm trying to have a serious conversation here, and my cat is just doing meow, meow.
I mean, yeah, obviously. What do you expect?
As I was saying about friends, yeah, like I moved to London.
This is a 40-minute video.
And I never spoke the language. I was a complete outsider, complete alien to like everything. So from young, I've literally always been a loner since I moved to the UK. And not speaking the language as well made it hard to make friends. So I kind of got comfortable with like chilling by myself. Like literally at lunchtime, I would speak to like the supervisors, the teachers, and like have full-on conversations with them. Okay guys, sorry if the angle slightly changed. I had to swap out the camera because my other camera died. When I moved to London, I was 6 years old and I literally spoke no English whatsoever. But when I was living in Belgium,
in a way, this feels more intimate. No, it's like the audio sounds a bit more clear. It's crazy.
I was literally like top of the class, getting like 98% on my tests, like super smart. And then once I moved to London, I was bottom of the class. So
that is telling you, inner city education, stay away from it, my guy. Stay away from it.
Because I didn't speak the language, so I was like super. I'm not a dumb girl. I'm not an unintelligent girl. I've got my brains intact, but it was just a thing where I didn't speak the language. So how am I meant to know? So I didn't even understand what was going on in class one bit whatsoever. But it took me like 3 months to learn the basics, so I did speak like English that was
Language, tu comprends?
comprehensible after 3 months. Meanwhile, Glacier's attacking my pony. Do you mind? It took me 3 months to learn English basically. I wasn't fluent, but I had the basics. I could fully understand people. And I think when you're younger, it's kind of easier to learn a language. And people always ask me, oh, why is your name Six Kenza? And that's the six, because I moved to London when I was 6, and it was like the birth of the new me. So that's where Six Kenza comes from. But yeah, so when I moved to London and I was kind of like alienated from everyone because I didn't speak the language, it taught me to like be comfortable with myself. So from young, from when I was 6, and also being an only child, I'm literally just in my own world sometimes. Literally, that's how I see my life. And I think that's how it should be. You should be the main character of your own life.
Yeah, my God. Me and my friend had a conversation about this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did not see myself reaching past certain ages when I was young. And then every time I passed that age, I was like, whoa, I passed this age. I didn't even see myself going to university. And I'm like, whoa, now I'm in uni. There's so many things I didn't see myself doing. And now I'm here. And it's kind of like some things happen. Because I think life was really easy for me, and then it just wasn't easy anymore. In terms of like letting things go and brushing things off, it was super easy. It was like, you know what? It's life, whatever. But then something happened which I'm not ready to talk about that just made it way more difficult to let go of things. And every day is like I'm having to let go of certain things.
Do you get it? Like, how are you gonna be the the side, not the side piece, but like the side
The side piece. What the fuck? What? The side piece? Something's in her head that she's not trying to say.
person of someone else's life? It's your life.
Oh right, yeah, that's true. It is your life. But I think with Instagram models, a little harder because whoever they're with, I mean, famous women either way. Nah, the Instagram models is bad. It's bad. It's bad. Models and Instagram models, it's like you will always be seen as the side of somebody else. Whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, you will always be seen as the side. Because first, like nobody will take you seriously because you're a Instagram model, Instagram influencer. Getting out of that bubble is very, very hard.
Do you get it? You have to be the main character of your own life. You can't put someone else on a pedestal and think you're lesser or lower than them because of anything. It's your life. You are the brightest person in your life. Do you get it? It's just whether you want to access that and tap into that. You're meant to be confident. You're meant to be sure of yourself. You're meant to be happy, not happy with standing alone, because some people are happier with having people around them, but you're meant to be comfortable with being alone, because if you're not, then it's a little bit of a weakness, because you're always going to accept anything. Do you get it? Like with me, I would rather be alone than have fake friends.
Facts.
Oh, 100,000,000%. Because I know when I'm alone, I'm actually being productive. I can work, I can make money, I can be with my mom, I can be with my cat, I can watch a nice movie, can read a nice book. Like that's, to me, that's happiness. Like that's kind of the things that make me happy. And when I go out and stuff, like, I don't know if you guys know, but I don't drink alcohol. So when I'm out, I literally like...
Wait, she doesn't drink? I was not expecting that. Bro, I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much. I feel like I'm looking into somebody's diary right now. Legit.
Find it like kind of boring because I'm
It's like I'm reading the summary of somebody's diary, like somebody putting out their diary on Front Street. It's a little bit weird. I feel like I'm prying into someone's life, but it's what it is. It's out there, you know.
like, yeah, it's all right. There's good music, but I can listen to this music in my car and have an even better time. What's wrong? What do you want? You have food there. He just wants attention. I tell you what, guys. When I bought my cat, right, he's a Bengal. He's a silverback snow Bengal. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just buying to buy. I thought, yeah, he's cute. Don't get me wrong. I love Glacier. Like, his personality is like, wow. Like, he's the most intelligent cat I've ever met. Like, he's so intelligent. It's crazy. He can even feel when you're sad. He can feel when you're happy. Like, he's like super intuitive. If that's the right word.
Yeah, intuitive.
Yeah, I think that's the right word. But yeah, like he's obviously, I obviously love him to bits, but boy do they need attention like 24/7. Having Glacier has taught me that I definitely don't want kids like anytime soon, like
I
at all. Like maybe in a couple years, maybe a decade, maybe even two. But for now,
2 decades?
no, even Glacier drives
40?
me nuts. Like,
That's
so imagine a
crazy.
kid. No, no, I couldn't do it. Yeah, so from young, I've always been like super like in my own world, like kind of weird. Not even in a pick me way, but that's genuinely me. Like,
Why is she talking about pick me about being in her own world and being alone? What does that got to do with pick me? Well, this is what I'm saying. I feel like I'm prying into somebody's life where they're trying to process something that has happened, and they're putting like a tidbit out there, and then all it takes is a little bit of investigation, and you know the full story. But you know,
like I'm just like somewhere else in my brain. I'm somewhere completely different. I don't know how to explain it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, like in my brain, I just have like my priorities, and then if something doesn't benefit me, I'm like, why am I doing it?
why do I feel like this is a therapy session though? I feel like I I'm watching her trying to process things, and I'm trying to process the questions she's asking herself too. So we are both in this therapy session in terms of being a loner, in terms of growing up. I mean, the upbringing, being an immigrant, all this. This, I thought I was going to come here, listen to what she had to say, have a little tidbit here and there, but this is a full blown session.
Like going out, what do I gain from it? I go out the next day.
Bro, I had that. I was in the club. Yeah. I was having fun, and all of a sudden, I just sat down and looked around. I think I was drunk. I was like, why am I here? Like, everyone's drunk, everyone's blaring music, and it's like, what am I gaining from being here? And even, what am I gaining for speaking to these people who I don't even know? And yeah, like, what am I gaining? I just felt like, bro, I lost sight of myself and life. I think that was the point where I just lost everything. Like, what am I doing here? What's the point in even being here? What am I gaining? Bro, all I'm doing is spending money, getting drunk, and I'm just wasting my time. I could be grinding, trying to do something I love instead of doing something I don't. And I think life has a funny way of getting you back on track. Even if you're in school, whatever, it breaks you to build you up to the person you want to be. So that's it.
I'm tired, stops my work, and then I need a whole day to recover from going out, and then my sleeping pattern's ruined for the next week. And I'm like, what did I gain from that? I'm not shitting on people that go out, by the way. Like, you can completely do what makes you happy, but I'm just explaining why it doesn't fulfill me personally, because I feel like I don't really gain anything from it. And even like friends, like it's never been a priority of mine to have a million friends, because I'm like, I don't gain anything from that. More time I just gain drama, problems, and even people stealing from me. Literally. So when people try to attack...
Wait. I want to know what happened. You can't cut that one out. Who stole from me? How they stole from me? What happened? I want to know this stealing story. You're teasing me. That's terrible.
Stealing from me. Literally. So
I want to know, man.
when people try to attack me, they usually say, oh, you don't have a lot of friends, like that's a negative thing. But I promise you, I don't have a lot of friends by choice, because if I wanted to, I could have friends, but would it be genuine? I don't think so. Do you know what I mean? Like these days I feel like there's no loyalty, there's no respect, and there's no morals within friendships anymore. So for me, I'd rather like pull myself out. I'm not like completely, like I don't have completely no friends, but I'm not a regular...
Why is she cutting things out? What is she spilling? What's this tea that she's spilling that she doesn't... Why? You know what? It's none of our business. But I agree with her. Like, I have also reached the point where I just don't want... I don't go out to make friends, or I don't do things to make friends. I've literally stopped posting on social media. I just stopped everything, and I'm just doing whatever I want to do. I'm keeping my life private, and everything else that you see is what I want to put out. And I just stopped posting pictures. I just stopped everything. Before, I would post everything, what I'm doing, but now I'm just, what am I doing? I'm just wasting my time trying to show up for these people, them, for no reason. There's no value in what I'm posting. I just won't post.
Day to day, FaceTime me 10 times a day type of person. Like I literally speak to my friends, like sometimes I can go 3 months without speaking to a friend, and then catch up and have a full catch up on everything and not speak for another 2 months. Or I can have a friend that I speak to once a week, and it's perfectly fine. Like I'm such a low maintenance type of person, and I feel like maybe people don't understand that, but I feel like that's not...
Yeah, that's I was about to say. It seems like she's trying to process a million things at once, and she's trying to process being attacked for not being so outgoing and so supposedly friendly, in a sense. And she's trying to process all of that, and also make this YouTube video. So she's like, I'm doing this for therapy, for therapy for myself, but I'm also gonna entertain you guys a little bit.
Really a negative thing. Like why should that be a bad thing that I don't want to speak every day? It's draining my energy. To be honest and frank, it's draining my energy. Like I've had people that I speak to every day and FaceTime, and what am I gaining from it? What am I gaining from it? I really don't want to be that girl, but like literally you're just FaceTiming every day. What you talk like? Then what is there to talk about every day? Like in the nicest, most humble way possible, what is there to talk about? Because if it's not about moves, what we're doing, then I don't really... It sounds harsh, but I don't really care. Like if we're not talking about improving ourselves, doing something, business, or like, I don't know, anything productive, if you're coming on my phone to gossip about other people, I promise you that in my head you're...
Oh, shots fired! Who is she talking to? Bro, shooting shots right now. She looked straight at the camera like she was speaking straight to somebody. Who is this? I don't know. I don't know. I think there's multiple people though. Nothing.
Immediately eradicated as a friend. Like I don't even see you as a friend, because you're not bringing anything like important to my life. Do you understand?
Damn.
But don't get me wrong, there's people that I value and that do bring important stuff to my life. Like there's one friend that I've been friends with from school, Lacey, And it's not even always just about money. It's sometimes even little things. Like there's one friend that teaches me about food and eating healthy, and that's beneficial because it helps. Gracie, come on, come on. It helps me to be a healthier person, and maybe I can teach her about something. It's like transactional, but not in a money way. It's transactional in a knowledgeable way where you can give me knowledge and I can give you knowledge. But if you're calling my phone to gossip about people, like I really genuinely, wholeheartedly, respectfully don't care.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm in a car with somebody who's giving a negative um perspective of somebody or something, or just being negative for a, like, starting the conversation off negative or being negative for a long period of time, I just feel drained. I feel drained, and I just can't be bothered with it because we're just wasting each other's time when we could be doing something else. Like, there's a million things I have to do right now. I can't lie. There's a million things, but I'm still trying to stream because this is something. I guess when you're stressed and you got a million things to do, you just go back to what you were doing as a kid, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going back to the YouTube thing. I was doing this as a kid. I've decided, you know what? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna put what I know into practice, but I have to do it in a slow manner because there's a video that I have to do a lot of research for. Like, it's a couple videos, but I have to do a lot of research for, and um I have to write a script, which is I'm writing the script and I'm doing research for, and it's going to be a series, and it's going to be on my main channel, and it's just going to be crazy. So I have to do that, and then I have to think, keep thinking about the other things I'm doing. So, oh, I can't say anything about it right now, but okay, you know.
Like at all. Like what are you bringing to the table? Because I promise you, it's just not good enough for me personally speaking. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. And then I had another incident like last week. No, 2 week. Yeah, a week ago. Which I don't know if I should tell. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys anyway. I really hope I'm not being too negative on this video, but I feel like I just need like to rant because.
Listen, I knew it. It was a therapy. It's a therapy session right now. She needs to rant and release. And listen, I was watching a video not too long ago. Is that talking about how as a guy, or let's say a person, right? We take on so much, yeah, and we put up a front for the world, but we don't really know how to release all that negative energy, all that anger, all that everything that's built in us, and then we take it to the people that love us, or we take it to certain places, and sometimes we're able to hide it, and we're able to calm the beast down, but the beast has to come out sometimes. And what you need to realize is not that what you go through or whatever, it's how you release it. So this man was talking about, he was with his son, right? And this man was next to him. He said he was on the phone, and then he was like, "Oh, you guys are coming to kill me." And then the man with his son got angry. He's like, "Yo, what are you talking about? Someone's coming to kill you." He's like, "Yeah." And then he sees a blacked out car pull up. So then what had to do was not think twice, which was pick up his son, take him to a building, nearby building, and close the door right behind him. In his head is, I don't know whether or not I'm going to make it home to my son. So what he did was he got behind the car, pulled out his gun, ready, and he's like, "Yo, where are they?" And then the guy was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter now." The guy was running towards the car, and what he found out was those guys were trying to set him up. Yeah. And that was a stressful situation he didn't release. And when he got home, he realized he needed a few minutes to really process the turmoil he was in. He's like, yo, I've got my children, my wife, and everything. I don't know if I'm going to make it home to them. And that was like his trauma. And he didn't know how to release it. So you need to learn how to release the traumas that plague you. Otherwise, it will just come out in a manner of you fighting someone or you like hurting someone you didn't mean to hurt because you don't know how to let go and release. And that is deep.
I always rant to my mom, and I honestly feel like she's a bit tired of
I don't know how to explain what he said. Maybe the way I explained it was bad. I don't really know how to explain it, but all in all, the message is learning how to release and learn when to release these traumatic experiences. It could be small things that build up to be something huge, but you need to learn how to let go.
I hope I'm not coming across as negative. But it's life. I'm sorry, life is not all fairy tales. Yeah, trips, makeup, fashion. No, it's real life, and I go through real life issues. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend my life is just fashion and makeup. Come on, that's like maybe 1% of my life, you know? But yeah, I had this incident. I'm gonna tell you guys anyway because you guys are my friends, and you know what, YouTube is the most supportive platform ever. Honestly, I feel like it's a community and all my comments are super positive, and I feel like people get to see the real me and who I actually am. It's not like I don't know, I feel like I can get my point across here without it being taken in a negative way, whereas if I go and tweet about it or like do a story about it, it can be twisted.
That's the thing with Twitter or text. Things can be misread and misunderstood. But with this, everything's just different.
Then make me look like I'm doing it to be like spiteful or negative or bad vibes. But honestly, it's not coming from that place at all. Like at all. Honestly, I'm just trying to protect my aura and my vibes and my life, because if I just let anyone have access to my life, then what happens? I lose value, I lose access, I lose value in my own life, and I lose value within myself because I'm giving out my energy to everyone. I have no energy left for myself, you know? But yeah, anyways, I'll tell you guys about this incident that happened to me. So basically, I had this jacket, right? And a stylist gave me the jacket, and I told her, oh, I'm going away to Miami and New York, so can I keep the jacket for the trips and then I'll bring it back to you as soon as I come back. When a stylist styles you, you don't have to pay for any of the clothes, you just have to bring it back. And if you like the clothes, of course you can buy it. But my intention wasn't really to buy the clothes because she told me I could use it, I would wear it for pictures or whatever. And this is the first time I've ever worked with a stylist. So this is my first ever, I've never ever worked with a stylist, this is my first ever time. So yeah, she gave me the jacket, which is obviously from another designer. She said, yeah, no problem, just as long as you bring it back. And it was never, ever, ever my intention not to bring it back. So I'm in New York now, and the designer of the jacket is messaging me like, why have you got my jacket in New York? I said, oh my god, like, why are you angry? I thought that the stylist would have told you that. She told me I can have the jacket and then I would give it back. Basically, long story short, she basically blackmailed me into buying the jacket for £2,000.
What? She was like, you stole. It's crazy because if she had a rumor that she was stealing clothes, designers and labels wouldn't work, or high-end labels, fashion labels. How would I say this? High-end clothing people wouldn't work with her. I think other stylists wouldn't work with her because you're a stealer. You're a robber.
Because she was obviously must have been working with the stylist and was trying to make money. And yeah, she literally basically forced me to buy the jacket because she was like, oh, if you don't buy it, basically I'm just rounding the story up. If you don't buy it, basically I'm gonna expose that you stole my jacket and you're a thief. And of course, if you see that online, who's it gonna fall on? Me. Oh my god, Kenza stole a jacket. Like, no, I didn't steal the jacket. The stylist told me I could have it. And not have it.
Yeah, that's true. Especially because we live in a time where anybody can be a designer brand. Oh my god, I paused it so bad. We live in a time where the small brands can be like designer. How would I say? Small brands have a big voice now. So anybody can say anything and it will fall on her. It will probably be in blogs. Blogs are the biggest thing now. Not even newspapers, just blogs and YouTube videos. Oh my god, could you imagine?
Borrow it and I would bring it back. But that would obviously turn back and make me
Instagram
look like the bad guy. Because obviously people love a bad guy story. Like, as when you look like a bad guy, people are sold. They're sold completely. They're not even going to try to hear your side of the story. So I was like, you know what, let me save myself the drama and let me just buy myself some peace.
I don't think anybody could be like, yo, pay for this jacket for $2,000. I don't think so. I'll have to see the jacket to really be like, yo, okay, that is worth $2,000. No way. That designer might have been struggling. Otherwise, no way.
But that piece wasn't cheap. That piece was £2,000. And whether you think 2,000 is a lot or not, at the end of the day, that's
no. $2,000 is a lot. No matter how much you make in life, $2,000 is a lot to be just throwing. If I'm throwing it because of me, alright, cool. If I'm throwing it because of you, that's a lot, man. That's a heavy pill.
Worked for. Do you get it? So 2,000 is still £2,000. Anywho, yeah, so I bought the jacket now, and the stylist is asking me to tag her in the pictures, and she's now.
What? That's now okay. You pay for the jacket. Now she's forcing you to do a free brand deal. Yeah. So you can send traffic onto a page. That's advertisement now for free. And this is what you do for, as a job. Now, what that stylist is then going to do is go speak to other stylists and say, yo, I can get her to do you a brand deal for free. Right? So now they got you in their clutches. Until you say no, now they got you in the clutches. Now, word's going to be passed around where you do free brand deals, and now companies will not value you as they will not value you enough to pay you what you are worth or what you deserve.
Now using my pictures on her page that you've blackmailed me into.
Oh, she's using it on her page. That's even worse.
Buying. So you've blackmailed me into buying something, and now you want to use my pictures and you want me to tag you. Come on. Come on. Honestly. In the most humble way possible, you're taking the piss. I asked her nicely, can you delete the pictures? Because honestly, it wasn't even in a spiteful way, but you've literally just blackmailed me into buying something, and you want to use my pictures, and you want me to tag you. What? Honestly, am I the crazy one? Because I need to know if I'm the problem.
Oh, she's pissed.
Because to me, that's not right. How are you gonna blackmail me into buying something, and then you want me to tag you, and then you want to use my pictures as well? What? So anyways, I messaged her, and I think what people fail to remember is that if your name is trademarked, you're legally not allowed to use people's pictures if they don't give you consent. Luckily, my mum trademarked my name, Six Kenza and Kenza Boutrif, so she owns all my trademarks. So if I tell you to delete something, you kind of have to.
Ooh, copyright. Yo, listen, looking at the space we're in where everyone's going to be online and NFTs and everything, I wonder how the copyright system is gonna work for Instagram models and all that. It's gonna be interesting. How does it work? Because now you can gain royalties from anything. Gain royalties from pictures on Instagram. You can gain, like, you can gain royalties from pictures. Gain royalties from video. You can gain royalties from audio. You can gain royalties from text. You can gain every level you can make money from. Like, there's no easier time to make money than now. But the thing is, it's just about having the knowledge of how to go about it. Is just very difficult. But how will the copyright system work? Because there's also, you got to think about the culture of the internet. How do you keep the culture of the internet so strong and allow people to make money? How do you do that?
And if you don't, you can be sued for that, and there's absolutely no problem. Like, we can take it there if you want to.
Oh shit, she's going in. So this was the truth of the video. The truth of the video is I'm pissed at somebody. I'm just gonna give you guys some light stuff and everything. All of a sudden, now we're ranting. I'm pissed off.
Luckily, the designer deleted the pictures, but the stylist now, she goes, no, the pictures are my intellectual property. Your intellectual property means nothing to a trademark. So anyways, the girl was like super calm. She deleted the pictures on the first day when I asked her to. Then 2 days later, she unarchives the pictures. And I'm just thinking, like, what do people think I am? I feel like people see me as like a walking billboard, but it's the entire...
Yes, that's it. They see Instagram models as walking billboards, or Instagram models or models in general as walking billboards, because they get traffic and they get a muse in a sense. Yeah, a muse.
Entitlement. It's the entitlement for me where I don't actually owe you anything. I don't actually know you from anywhere, so I don't actually have to do any of these things. So how am I forced to... Anyways, I don't even want to really get into it too much because it gets me kind of angry. Tag this, tag that, do this story, do that, do... But I actually don't have to. You already blackmailed me into buying something. And now, oh, but when it's Christmas time, when it's my birthday, I don't get no cards from no one. It's crazy to me. Like, it's crazy. Like, people
There's the 180. It's like, for Christmas, nobody's doing anything for me. No, but she's right though. She's 100% right. I'm trying to make light of it, but she's 100% right.
Platform, and people just see you as a walking billboard and like they're entitled to what you have. But what people forget is it took me like 7 years to build my platform. I didn't wake up with 900
7 years.
I've been doing Instagram and influencing and modeling and all these things. I've been doing modeling for like 2 years, I think, but influencing I've started 7 years ago.
7
so even
years.
though a picture takes me maybe
this industry is so small and not small, so young that I wonder where it's gonna go. Like the influencing, the modeling on IG, the everything is so small. I wonder where it's gonna go. I feel like millions are about to get pumped into this space. More money than anybody would ever think of seeing is about to get pumped into this space. So if you're not in it, you need to figure out a way to get in it. So much money is gonna go into YouTube and everything. So much money is going to go to Instagram, TikTok. All these influencers are gonna start getting signed to platforms for exclusive deals. So they post exclusively on these platforms.
5 minutes to take. That's 7 years of experience of building my platform.
So some an Instagram model could get like what's it called? What did Ninja get to go to Mixer? A $20 million contract just to be posting on a specific platform for a couple of years. Yeah. And yeah, something like that.
You know what I mean? So it's not the it's not the service you're paying for, it's the quality and the knowledge on Instagram that I've built for 7 years. I think that's what people forget. People think, yeah, your job is just taking pictures and videos, and yeah, that video might take me maybe 15 minutes, but it took me 7 years to build that platform in the first place, to even be able to take that video. That's why the influencing industry is one of the top paid industries, because you're not paying for that 5 minutes, you're paying for the 7 years of building your platform and all the bullying and all the trials and tribulations that you've been through. Do you know what I mean? Like, your privacy is
Oh shit, she was about to cry right there. What happened?
taken. First of all, you have no privacy anymore. Even where you live is like, everything is kind of dangerous because everyone knows you. So it's much more to what people see and what people think. And yeah, like, I just wanted to open up about that because I feel like no one really does. Like, you get paid a lot for what you do, but at the same time, your privacy is taken away, your peace of mind is taken away, people's kindness is taken away. Like, people aren't kind to you anymore. People are like, yeah, let's see how we can use her to benefit our business. It's never like, oh, you know what, she's actually a 20-year-old girl and she's actually just trying to navigate herself through this world. Like, let me not lie, I genuinely love my job. Like, I love taking pictures, building outfits, and literally, like, I can literally build an outfit for a picture and not wear that outfit outside, but it's for that picture. It's weird. It's like a form of expression to me, because I don't really express myself to a lot of people, or I don't really express myself. I kind of bottle my feelings up. Like, I see fashion, art, music, content creating as my form of expression. That's how I like to express myself. Like, if I'm feeling shit today, you're gonna know, because I'm gonna be wearing jogging bottoms and I might, I don't know, have black makeup and have black nails, and you're gonna know that I don't feel good. But if I'm feeling like amazing, I might wear the nicest dress with the nicest shoes with a sparkly bag, and you're gonna know I feel amazing today. So it's like, that's my kind of way of expressing myself. And I just think it's sad that, like, people will see like, you have what, nice shoes and a nice bag, and I don't know what people see, but they think that,
Okay, what people see is what you're putting out. You're putting out, look, I have all these nice things. I'm good. I'm happy. This and that. They're seeing, I don't have all these things. I'm not good. I'm not happy. I want to be there, but if I can't be that, I have to bring you down to my level. I have to be better than you in some way, shape, or form, or you have to somehow make me feel better for not having what you have, or for being jealous of you. You have to make me feel better. It's your job. It's your duty.
that's okay. She's got everything. We can use her because her life is fine. But
No. Oh yeah. I think in the terms of using, it's just monetary gain and helping them build their own platform up. But yeah,
anyway, I still go through my struggles in the same way someone else might go through their struggles, just maybe in a different way. Like, I don't know. It's just a bit weird to me. But yeah, I feel like this video is really depressing. I don't want to be that girl, but I have to be honest, and I have to speak my truth, and I have a platform and I have a voice, and I haven't used my voice yet, but I feel like I'm maturing and I'm wise enough to speak on things without offending people or like coming across in the wrong way, which is something I genuinely never want to do. And I never want to offend anyone with my opinion or how I am or my way of living. That's really not my goal, and I feel I'm genuinely sorry if you feel offended by anything I've said in this video, but honestly, it's just kind of my truth and what I've gone through. And I feel like, oh, you guys don't know that this is just in the past maybe 1 week or 2 weeks that all these things have been happening. But just imagine, like, every day there's always something new. I swear, every day there's always a new problem, always someone that wants something, or but when I need something, who's there? Do you get it? Like, when I need...
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think people see what you put out and and are expecting you to be fine and not need anything. So when you do need something, they're not there because they know that you got it handled or you got it figured out. That's why they won't be there. Because they know that you got it. You're the strongest of all of us. So then I expect for you to figure it out. It's not even that I'm gonna try. No, I expect you to be okay.
Say I'm in a really bad situation, who's there? Say like, even like when my car crashed, it's a weird one because I kind of see it as a blessing in disguise, because even though I crashed my car, it showed me who was there for me and who wasn't. Because when you need me, I'm there and I'm putting full effort into whatever you're doing, because that's the type of person I am and that's how my mom raised me. And I think it's like in this world, it's like hard to navigate through being the way I am, because I was always taught to put people before myself. Like, I'm such a selfless person. If I need something and someone else needs,
Why are you cutting it out? It was just about to get good.
it's the same thing. I'll just say, you have it. I'll wait until it's my time to have it. I will never have it first, if that makes sense. Unless you showed me your true colors and I know the type of person you are, I'm not even going to waste my time on you, and I'm going to do what I have to do. Do you know what I mean? But if I feel like you're kind and you're a genuine person and we both need the same thing, I'm never going to go and take it myself. I'm going to make sure you have it first, because I can wait. Do you know what I mean? That's just how I am, and that's how I was raised, and that's what I stand on. And I feel like we're kind of like in a world where it's like, nah, I'm money motivated, me. But it's like a rat race. Literally, it's like everyone is racing for the same thing. But honestly, slow and steady always wins the race. Just stay calm, steady. Don't chase things. Attract things. You don't need to chase things. You don't, even money. Like, don't chase the money. Attract the money. Like, you ask a lot of people, what's your goal in life? To be rich. And it's like, what does that even mean? Because
that's true. That's true. What does it mean to be rich? Money comes and goes. Money changes values. We're going through an inflation right now. £1,000 today will be worthless tomorrow. £1,000,000 today will be worthless tomorrow. £1,000,000,000 today will probably be worthless tomorrow. We are in a situation where we don't know where the world is going, and what you want to do is to come off across as better than somebody else, which is why you want the money. Okay, getting the bag isn't bad. It's just the reasons why you're chasing it. You will never achieve anything or get to where you need to be because you're chasing the bag, and the bag is you think you're just gonna magic the bag out of nowhere, out of somewhere. You either have to provide a service, provide a service, or be selling a product. Those are the two things. Like Instagram, the service is network, is inter communication. Amazon, they're selling you stuff, and they also doing a service where other companies can come on their platform and start selling on there, and regular people like you and me can start selling on Amazon as well. So it's a service. You need to, if you want to make money, you have to learn how to service somebody else above yourself. And sometimes it's hard. You're gonna, in the beginning, people are just gonna make fun of you. They're not gonna understand what you're doing. They don't understand what you're building. But in the end, people are gonna be like, "Rah, how did you do that?" And you won't be able to explain to them how you did it, because it sometimes it takes experience more than like knowledge. You have to experience something before you have the knowledge.
that kind of, to me, means that you would do anything to get rich. But what about to be kind, or to be a real person, or to have loyalty? Like, no one ever says that when you ask them what they want to be. So I feel like people need to kind of evaluate. Let me not even speak on other people, because I can't change other people. The only thing I can do is change who I let have access to me, because I'm such an empath, and I let other people's feelings.
Oh my God, she's been on TikTok. TikTok. We'll see what happens.
Get to me. Like, if my friend is sad, boom, I'm sad. If my friend is going through something, that's my problem. I feel like that's like, it's hard in this day.
Listen, you can't live like that. You can't live for other people. You have to know how to draw boundaries for other people. Then you have to learn how to draw boundaries for yourself. Because all you will be doing is hurting yourself. And the thing is, people that are mostly alone are more giving because they understand the other side. And it's more of, it tugs on your trauma in terms of, you're gonna give because when you needed it, nobody gave to you, and you're gonna be like, okay. In your head, it's gonna be like, when you give, you receive 10 times more. But don't give if it's gonna hurt you in the end, at the end of the day, you know, because you're just traumatizing yourself for no reason, going into these dead end relationships for no reason.
In age to be like that, because no one else is like that. So where you take their problems, now say the tables are turned and you need them and you're ranting to them about your problems.
Bro, it never works out, because he's in their mind, you're the strongest person, which is why they go to you. If you show them weakness, you're no longer the strongest person, and they can't take it. They can't take not having you as their rock. So they wouldn't be able to deal with your issues because they see you as somebody strong.
It's like they're questioning you, like, are you sure that happened? But you just need them to listen. I don't need anything from anyone. I just need sometimes to just listen without questioning me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about a story. Like, why would I do that? But when you need me, I'm the first person there. Do you get it? So it's just like heartbreaking. Honestly, it's heartbreaking, and it kind of irritates me. But I feel like my way of dealing with that is not letting people have access to me. Like, keeping my circle super small, and one kind of inkling of the type of person you are is like enough. Because if you can do it once, the second time's going to be worse, and the third time's going to be even worse, until it gets to a point where it's like, wow, did she really do that? And it's like, yeah, she really did, because you let her do that.
Oh my God, this is hitting home. I don't want to talk about it.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you let the red flags slide once.
I think you let the red flag slide because you truly care about the person. Because when you truly care about somebody, like truly, you value them in your life, you let things go. And since you let things go, they're just gonna keep pushing the boundaries. You know? But it builds up. It builds up, and then it becomes something big. Way bigger than it's supposed to be. And then you're just left there. It's mad. When someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Oh, she's my friend, she's my friend. But then when it gets to like a serious situation, you've wasted 10 years of your life saying, that's my friend, that's my friend. And then they end up not being your friend. Do you know what I mean? So with me, I'd rather not really waste that valuable time that I have, and kind of take things for what they are. If you show me the type of person you are once or twice, trust me, you're gone. Like, you're not getting another chance, because I really don't have the time, and I don't have the patience.
Yo, she's traumatized, man. What happened? That's the question. Like, how bad was this situation to where it's got your emotions even high, even while thinking about it? It's like I'm watching this. Like, it's as if the situation she's thinking about, or or the situation she's trying to convey is happening right in front of her, and she's going back there mentally, and she's feeling it physically, the body language, eyes, everything, and she's getting really emotional about the situation, and then she's gonna try, and then you'll see she's going to try to suppress it,
because it's not worth it.
and now she's back. She's the ego took control, and being like, "You're not gonna cry on camera, and you're gonna be strong." That's what happened.
Because if you can do it now, let's just wait a couple of years, or say you're in a really
There's a battle between the emotion and the ego. I'm like, hey, just cry, just edit it out.
deep situation, you need them. They're not gonna be there for you. Like,
oh yeah, she has makeup, so she has to do it again. But still, just cry and edit it out.
sometimes your friends aren't really your friends. So that's why I said, like I said at the start of the video, like honestly, value your family, even if it's one person that you have a
Somebody did her dirty, fam. To the point where she's questioning people now. She's questioning people's motives. She's questioning herself in how in her character a little bit. She's questioning how she chooses friends. So now she's being more reserved and dimming her light instead of just letting it shine. But yeah, I do think there should be a lesson on certain things to watch out for when picking your group of friends or picking your clique in a sense.
little bit of a connection with. Try your best to build on that, and even I need to work on that because I don't have the strongest bonds with everyone in my family. Like my strongest bond is with my mum. She's like my mum, my sister, my everything all in one. But yeah, I need to work on that, and I hope that if you're in this kind of same situation as me, you can kind of understand, and I hope we can kind of like work through it together and maybe give each other advice, because sometimes I even read my YouTube comments and I'm like, wow, there really are some genuine kind people left in this fake world, and it just reassures me and it makes me feel like, okay, I'm not alone. And even like when I watch a video or something of someone I look up to that's like kind of mentioning some things I'm talking about, it makes me feel like, okay, maybe I'm not mad, like, but like, am I mad? Am I the problem? But like, I'm not though, like, I'm really not.
You know what it is? People forget how young she is. Like, people look at Kenza the brand, and then how young she is. It's not even a thought. Like just she's doing business. Yeah, business is a dirty game. It's a dirty game. It doesn't matter your age. You could be 5. Business is a dirty game. Everyone's out for money. No, I wouldn't say that. Everyone's out to gain more than the other person. That's what I'm saying. Business is a dirty game. People are looking for something that they will gain, and the person will have less than what they gain. People are looking to be better, so that's what you gotta look out for in business. And it's disgusting, man. There's no rules to it. Somebody could legally rip you off, legit, because they just put something in the contract that leaves you in a bad situation. Like these artists and these record labels, you just so the clout game is just business, but it's just dirty. But I feel like it comes different when it's somebody you value and somebody that's close to you. Then it just hurts a lot more.
Because when I sit back and think, have I ever done anything malicious to anyone? No. But say you come and do something to me and I act in a bad way, I'm the bad person now. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like that's where maturity comes in, because I've matured to the point where you can't even get a reaction out of me. Like, you can't get me angry. Like, genuinely speaking, you cannot get me angry. I'll never raise my voice at anyone, because that's me giving you my power. But keeping my power to myself is...
Listen. Here's what I'm saying. I agree with her. Don't get angry. Don't spill out because it will always come back to you. But I also think keeping it in like this is terrible. So you need to find a way to release this. Find some way or somebody, but preferably yourself, to release all these traumatic experiences, all these horrible experiences. Release it. And don't think because you're getting angry is for them, because now your ego is going, yeah, if I get angry, they win. Nah. What you should do, you move yourself, really process the pain, process the situation, and then find a way to release it. Do whatever processing you need to find a way to release it. And the truth is, when you do that, those people will always come back. And now you can really get your revenge. I'm joking. I mean, it's up to you whether you want to get your revenge or not. But what if the revenge is just, they need you now, and you have the ability to just go, no? What if just saying no is revenge enough?
Calmness is my power. So if someone comes at me angry or trying to get me to react, you're not even gonna get a reaction out of me because I'm smarter than that, and it's gonna be painted that I'm the problem if I give you a reaction. But if I stay calm, people will see the truth and see what you're really on. So yeah, like honestly, that's my mood right now. Feeling a bit maybe negative to end the year, but I feel like it's good because I'm gonna have a better outlook on 2022 because I'm not going to walk into friendships and relationships and all these things with kindness anymore. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm just going to walk to it with...
Oh my god. You can't do that. It's not, I wouldn't say, okay. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't say do that. I'd say you need to find a way to release whatever you got bottled up. For real. I don't think this conversation has, this video has done that. You need to understand it, release, and release it. That's it. Understand and release.
Justice. Like, if you're loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you. If you're kind to me, I'll give you kind.
Yeah, but people change. What happens when somebody just switches up out of nowhere? You don't know what the other person's going through in life to where they're just gonna switch up on you. You know, you hurt the people that love you the most. You don't hurt randoms. It's a complicated one, and I'd say first things first, release that baggage.
Kindness, but I'm not overstepping the boundaries and I'm not going out of my way for people anymore because I've literally done that all my life and it's been nothing but thrown back in my face. Like literally, like you give people something and they end up hating you. Like, girl, I literally gave you a platform and now you hate my guts. If you try to take advantage of me, oh, trust and believe I'm gonna hold you to it and you're gonna be put in your place because I'm not a walking billboard. I'm a normal human being. I have feelings as well, you know. So yeah, like enough is enough. I'm sorry to break it, and I don't know if I'm gonna like maybe regret putting this video out or like maybe think it's too negative, but this is honestly how I feel and I just want to share it.
I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with this video. I think it was real, and you touched on. Wow, I feel like I'm talking to her. What the hell? What is going on? She touched on. She touched on the traumas of being an influencer. She touched on the traumas of being an immigrant in a sense. In a foreign country, not understanding anything, you know what I'm saying? She just touched on friendships, family, everything like that, and the value, and that's it.
Because I'm just praying that there's someone out there, even if it's one person, that can understand what I'm saying and that can hopefully relate to it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna kind of leave it at that because I feel like I'm running out of breath. This is how I feel, and every time I like try to beat that agenda and think, no, okay, let me be more friendly and speak to people and have more friends, I get proven every single time of why I keep myself to myself and why I don't really expand my circle. So mischievous, look at him. But yeah guys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. I feel like I'm losing my voice from like ranting. But yeah, I hope I wasn't too like negative Sally in this video. But I love you guys, genuinely. I know there's some real people out there watching this that are gonna resonate with what I'm saying.
Is it weird that I think that she cried after this video? For some reason, I just think she cried. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there as well. That was a good video. It was actually a really, really great video. But could have had more editing. I'm joking.